Morning, it's Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42. My second video this morning. I did a coffee break just a little while ago. Fortunately for you, I wasn't in the video. This wasn't in the video because I still had bed hair and yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight. But anyway, I did a coffee break video on the Mr. Cross Stitch, Not So Secret Christmas Cross Stitch Bauble project. This is the one that I'm working on. And of course, when I got done with that, while I was waiting for it to download, I went and turned on FlossTube. And I watched a couple of videos that, a couple of people that I had not seen before. They're new to me. One lady, her FlossTube station is Southern Stitcher. And from her, I learned that today, April 9th, is National Unicorn Day. She was sharing all sorts of unicorns, and she even wore a unicorn headband. I thought it was rather cute. So when I went upstairs to take my shower and everything, I went and grabbed my little unicorn needle minder that I got from Addams, Mad for Minders, because it's National Unicorn Day. And not only that, it's my daughter Erin's anniversary, and she has this dream of someday going to Scotland, and Scotland's national animal is the unicorn, so kismet, all these things coming together. Last video I was saying how I had gotten my needle minders from Mad for Minders, and I'd gotten the Munsters. She sent me my Addams Family. I grew up watching the Addams Family. I just absolutely love them. And I think I said it on a previous video. When I was younger, I wanted to be Morticia. But I am neither brunette nor slender. But I wanted to be Morticia so bad. But that's okay. After my daughter and son-in-law got married, they gave me two beautiful little granddaughters, Miss Rowan and Miss Riley, and I became Grandmama. So it all works. The Addams Family. They're my people. I wanted their house too. I really wanted their house. Yeah. So, a couple videos ago, I sent a message to Jen, Maui Stitcher, and told her that I didn't give her permission to stop calling me Miss Audrey. Since then, I have been listening for it at work. Customers refer to me that way. A couple of different co-workers refer to me that way. And it's so funny because I've never said, call me Miss Audrey. It happens. And I just think it's funny because while I knew it was happening, I never really listened for it. Now that Jen has called me that, I do listen for it. So, yeah. Who knew? Oh! And my last video, not the coffee break one, but the one before that, I got my first thumbs down. I think that if you're going to thumbs down, that it should come up and you can leave an anonymous reason why. Because I'm curious. I don't care. In fact, I'm kind of excited. I got my first thumbs down. I've pissed somebody off in FlossTube world. Me! And it took this long. So, I have another finish, another fully finished piece. I told you all I was working on Batman. Well, I finished it into my little pillow to go in my cauldron. And I did it again. I swear I don't do this on purpose. I got all my stuff together because I wanted to finish this last night so that I could share it today. And I cut my fabric down to size, and I cut my bats on the back to size, and I cut my interfacing to size, and I came downstairs and I went and got my iron and my ironing pad, set them up on the kitchen counter. I don't have an ironing board, I have an ironing pad. It's a specific ironing pad for people who travel a lot. And I had gotten one for my son Philip when he went into the Navy, and I thought, you know, I'll use that a lot more often than I would the big old antique wooden ironing board that I had that was, yeah. Anyway, I got myself all set up. I put my interfacing down on my fabric. I put my iron on it, set it down, lifted it back up, and I melted the damn fabric again. Just, I don't do it on purpose. So I turned off the iron again and I let it cool down, and I pulled the piece of interfacing that has a hole about this big melted into the back. Yeah. Donna Ray, can you just send Pat Ryan to my house and have her sit down with me and teach me how to iron properly and not melt things? Because, what, this is, well, I did it on the project bag before Christmas, and I haven't made a project bag since then, and I did it on the Rick Rack with the other pillows, and now I did it with the other. This is the third time that I've melted something. I see images of the Wizard of Oz and the witch melting, yeah. I used the acetone again, the nail polish remover, and a cotton ball, and just rubbed it right off. So at least I've learned something, okay? I've learned something. But anyway, I did it a second time. Lower temperature. Oh my God, it works. Wow. Who knew? Not me. Bat Moon. This is finished into my pillow. This time I did the bats on the back, and I got them going the right direction. And I took two pieces and sewed them together and left a gap here in the center, and that's where I stuffed it, and then did a blind stitch, which is a bit puckery and I don't like that. So I think I'm going to take a piece of black sticky back felt and cut it into a, I don't know, maybe a bat shape, and put it over my seam. Yeah. Bat Moon. And I've already sent this pattern on to the lady that I promised it to, so I'm happy with that. So last Thursday was our meetup day at Acorns and Threads, and we had 9 people there again. And, you know, it is so nice to have that to look forward to each month, to know that the group that started it is going to be there, and that new people are going to join us and come and go and whatever. And it's so nice to go sit up in a needle workshop and stitch. And of course, Jo did her video there, and I shared this on the video. I got Jeanette Douglas's Halloween sampler because it's Halloween. I'm not a sampler person. There are a lot of beautiful samplers out there, and I look at them and I admire them, and I think that some of them are gorgeous. But I don't think that's something that I will ever stitch, per se. On the other hand, she made it Halloween. I found a sampler that I can do. Now, when I'm going to get around to it, I don't know, because I still have that list that I'm not particularly following, but whatever, I'll get there. And the other thing that I bought while I was up there was a piece of Lugana, 28 count ivory. Y'all know what ivory Lugana looks like. But I got this so that I could stitch that piece that Beth Twist designed for Acorns and Threads. Michelle had shown it on the video. Well, she showed you the back of it because the front is the pattern. But it basically says, you know, this haul brought to you by Acorns and Threads, and then we could sign our name underneath it. I mentioned it in a video too. It's somewhere upstairs in a pile, so, you know, there you go. More fabric. And what I worked on when I was up at Acorns and Threads was my elegant squid. I think this is just so cool. It's a squid. And it's pretty. And I love this floss. And I bought an extra skein of this one, of the Island Blue, because I was using this so quickly, I thought I just need to get another one. I also need to get another skein of the Black Crow, because this squid used up almost one full skein and I only have 2 others, so I need to get another skein of Black Crow. But when I got the other skein of Island Blue, it's more greeny. It's more of the darker green colors than the lighter colors. There's some of it in there. But at the end of Joe's video, she was sitting and talking with Jeanette, and they were talking about dye lots and how you can have the same name on a skein of floss as the next one, but because of the dye lot, it's going to be slightly different. I don't think it's going to make a difference on this piece because it is still variegated. But I just thought that it was, you know, rather coincidental that they talked about that after we all abandoned them. We didn't abandon them. We had other things to do. And then Joe stayed there and did video with Jeanette, and it all works out good. So, anyway, different dye lots, different colors, the same. I mean, it's Island Blue, Gentle Arts Island Blue, but it'll look just fine on my elegant squid, and I can't wait to get this finished. And then Michelle, knowing my love for Harry Potter, handed me this while we were there. It's just a little key ring of the Hogwarts Express. I have Dobby somewhere in the kitchen. I have Harry Potter somewhere in the kitchen. I have platform 9 3/4 that goes between the kitchen and Mark's office. I think my house is more like the Addams family house than I thought it was. I have a Hobbit library. I have platform 9 3/4. I have steampunk in the kitchen. I'm a bit creepy and kooky. Yeah. So anyway, this is my update. I have to finish this up. I have to go get started on laundry. And then I think I'm going to start scrubbing some kitchen cupboards. Wow, I have a fun life, don't I? Anyway, until we meet again, my friends, thanks for coming and visiting. Live long and stitch on. Bye-bye.